Welcome, mindful performers. The 5 changes I made to lose 40 pounds and keep it off, or the 5 changes to mindful performance. What could they possibly be? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you the 5 changes right off the bat. It's not as if these were laid out when I first started making changes in my life, when I came up on my 40th birthday. But when I look back on the things that truly stuck this time when I made the changes, these are the ones that really stood out. And those were daily activity, 20 minutes a day, walking every day. If you can't do a walk, then I will post a link to Nam yoga technique called Blessing Nam that's under 20 minutes that you can do in your home. But the idea there is to eliminate all the excuses, eliminate any reason that you could come up with that would keep you from doing the daily activity. Number 2 is daily meditation. This one is key. I recommend 5 minutes a day at a minimum every single day. You can do it right after you get up in the morning, or you can do it right before you go to bed in the evening. And if you can't fit it in then I would say fit it in anywhere you possibly can fit it in. It is that important. Number 3 is addiction and distraction awareness. And I'm expanding this from your typical addictions like cigarettes and alcohol and other drugs to media, emotions, all sorts of other things that we really need to become mindful of and really need to pay attention to as we make these changes in our lives so that we can perform at our peak while maintaining a balance with our relationships, with our spirituality, and with our health. And you'd be surprised at how many things become apparent as you start meditating, as you become active, and as you complete the rest of these steps on how many activities we add into our lives that seem fun at first that start taking away our time. And time is one of our most valuable, if not the most valuable resource that we have during this life on this planet. Number 4 is a relentless pursuit of self-improvement. We need to look at how to stay motivated. How do we stay on track living a mindful life? How do we perform at our peak? Well, step 4 keeps us on track. We find ways to motivate ourselves. We look at the information that we expose ourselves to the same way we look at food. We look at it as energy that we're consuming. So we need to cut out the filler, the morning shows, or things that we're listening to that really have no positive impact. Now, I'm not saying that you can't relax or listen to a show that you enjoy. What I am saying is that we want to avoid getting caught up in information that may not be beneficial, may not keep us on track. So that's step number 4. And step number 5 is eating well. Of course we need to eat well. Of course we need to pay attention to the food that we put into our body. It's very important. It's key to feeling good, to making good decisions about other food choices. And this is pretty basic. Number 1 would be adding in vegetables, adding in fruits to our meals, making sure that we're eating a balanced diet, rich in all sorts of green, healthy vegetables, all the colors of the rainbow when it comes to the vegetables that we add to our food. We need to drink plenty of water, maybe not during our meals or with our meals, but during the day, making sure we're properly hydrated. We want to eat plenty of lean protein. We want to cut out the crap, the processed carbohydrates, the sugar, the box products that have a list of ingredients a mile long. Have you ever looked at the ingredients on a Pop-Tart? Oh man, it turns your stomach. I don't even know what chemicals they're putting in those things to make them red and sprinkled and whatever else, but not something that you want to be putting in your body on a regular basis if you want to achieve mindful performance or peak performance. Healthy fats, another key. Avocados, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. Find ways to incorporate healthy fats into your diet. This keeps your brain satiated, keeps you feeling full, and it's a great source of healthy calories. There's all sorts of benefits to healthy fats. As I said, these were not laid out in one single source of information. But when I look back at the changes that I had made to lose the 40 pounds and keep it off, these were the changes that really stood out as ones that I was able to make pretty easily and that really stuck together. They were self-sustaining. They helped each other. If I got off track on eating, then I was able to keep everything else up, and eventually I would become mindful that I was either addicted to sugar or addicted to some form of sugar that I needed to cut out, or I was still walking, I was still meditating, I was still staying mindful of the fact that I wasn't eating the way that I would like to, and I was able to bring it back. And another core to these changes is finding your why. Your why is the glue that keeps all of these changes together. It's the core emotional reason that you're making changes to begin with. So whenever you're getting off track and you're thinking about, man, I'm doing so good, I want to have a cheeseburger every day this week, or whatever you want to do, whatever your vice is, you can always think back to the why, the core emotional reason why you're doing this, why you're making changes in your life, why you're pursuing joy, why you're finding balance between performing in your career while finding that balance in your relationships, your spirituality, and your health. Please subscribe to get notified of new videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to eat your cantaloupe.